Sitting up. Okay. Third graders, today for our read aloud, I'm going to read chapter 16:2. And I mentioned that to begin with, but I'm going to read chapter 16:2, vertebrates and animals around the world. And before we do, I just want to kind of do a review of things we've learned before we jump into our reading today. Does that sound okay? Okay. There's the 5 vertebrate groups. We have amphibians, reptiles, mammals, fish, birds. So we've got them. We did them a little out of order from like the all my best friends represent vertebrates, but it's totally fine. As long as you can get all 5 in there, that's important. All of those, what do they have in common? They are all vertebrates, right? They're animals. How many of you think of like, okay, we're talking about animals. You think about a zoo. I do because it's like, okay, I don't have a hippo and I don't have a piranha anywhere in my neighborhood. But are there vertebrates all around us? And probably invertebrates, but all around us. I think of even just in my backyard every single day. I have got vertebrates, 2 different types of vertebrates running around my backyard. I've got a human, multiple humans, and I have a dog. So I can be observing those vertebrates all the time around me. What are some other vertebrates that you might just see around without having to go to a zoo or go to Africa or go to the Amazon? Kason. Okay, so maybe there might be fish in the ponds. That's a great thing to observe. Maybe a little bit harder. Just if the water's not clear enough, you might not be able to just like constantly observe them, but that's great. That's an example of a vertebrate that you might go out and see. Grayson. A squirrel, definitely. I see those all the time. There was a super like small but super cute one I was watching around yesterday. Not my neighborhood, but still. Chloe? Rabbits, definitely. So you're coming up with examples of vertebrates you might see out in your own community. Yes.
My family?
Your family. You're all vertebrates. Humans are vertebrates. Zoe.
Whoa.
Squirrels, yep. What about what flies in our air?
Cardinals.
Cardinals are some, right? There's lots. Blue jays. There's lots of them. Just birds in general, right? Those are all examples of those birds. Now, today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be thinking about vertebrate animals around the world. And a lot of the things that we've studied so far and we've gone over have been from places that we're not necessarily going to be able to make it to, but definitely not in 3rd grade make it to. Animals from the 5 vertebrate groups we've gone over are all over the world and in many different habitats. You're not going to find the same things here as you might other places. Today, you're going to be hearing about vertebrate animals in 7 very different places. So we're going to be reading about animals in 7 different places. Good readers are going to ask and answer questions as you read. And today we are going to be stopping during the read aloud and we're going to be thinking about questions and answering questions as we go. Sound good? Perfect. I'm glad you guys are going to be pumped and ready for this. We need to get out our activity notebooks. And we are going to open up our activity notebooks to page 135. What page?
135.
On page 135, we have spaces to write questions and answers. So we're going to have it out, and we're going to do this as we go through today, okay? You're going to record your questions and your answers as we go through. Have it out, have your pencil out, and we are going to go ahead and get ready for our reading. Sound good?